Welcome back, race fans. Tonight, the RTC Race Tech Coatings iRacing League, the Next Gen Cup Series. Round number 8 here at Pinocchio, as I call it, the Tricky Triangle of Pocono. Presented by MaxSpeedTV for 65 laps. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, up here in the booth. Going to be calling the action for you all here this evening. Hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday night here this evening. A lot of severe weather back to the west of where I live. Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, up in that area. So everybody, of course, heed those warnings from your meteorologist. Take shelter if shelter is being called. I wanted to get that out there, of course. And, of course, a big shout-out to everybody tuning in here tonight. Already 6 watching, 3 likes. We got a pretty good field out here for Pocono already. It looks like we're pushing at about 23, 24 drivers at the current time. We're coming down to less than 8 minutes left here before we get into, of course, qualifying. We're going to go ahead and dive down into it here tonight with the pre-race analytics. A little bit of a wind of about 3 miles an hour. We got an air temp of 71, and we've got a grueling track temp out there. 111 degrees right now. We'll keep an eye on that to see if that temp goes down. I'm assuming it's pretty slick out there. Dennis Sandsman in the chat right now. He can give us some insight in chat if he wants to. But 65 laps here tonight, 162.5 miles. We got a tire window. We got 4 behind the wall. 5 total. That does include the set they start with. 4 behind the wall. Now, on fuel, if it stays green, it would probably, I would assume, be a one-stop race, and it could go green all the way. Guess we'll have to wait and see, but we're looking somewhere plus or minus a few laps in the ballpark of about 34 to 38 laps. 32.5 laps is our halfway mark. Pit road speed here at Pocono is a grueling 55 miles an hour, and it is a long pit road. Now, pace speed here is 75, but it is a gruesome 75 miles an hour around this track. Now, they're putting in at about 53, high 53s in right now, and 53.7 for that man right there, and that number 6 of Daryl Arnold. He's the only one in a 53.7. I'm assuming that would be a drafting time, but I'm just assuming. It could be a regular standard time, but I guess we'll see how, what happens in qualifying. Now we get to the point standings coming into round number 8. Wes Weidman up at the top spot at 304. Ryan Beckering there up 2 spots into second at 273. 31 behind Wes. Mason Thompson down a spot into third at 270. 34 behind the leader and 3 behind Ryan. Connor Trafari down a spot into 4th, 267, 37 behind the leader and 3 behind Mason. Anthony G up 3 spots into 5th, 249, 55 behind the leader and 18 behind Connor. Michael Butler up a spot into 6th, 242, 62 points behind the leader and 7 behind Anthony. Brady Weileman down 3 spots into 7th, 240, 64 points behind the leader and 2 behind Michael. Elon Belsha down 2 spots into 8th at 237, 67 points behind the leader and 3 behind Brady. Kenny Heath going to stay where he's at into 9th at 226, 78 behind the leader and 11 behind Keelan. Daryl Arnold, who right now is the quickest in practice here, going to stay where he's at in 10th and really close at that cutoff. We'll get more on that here in just a second. He's at 222, 82 behind the leader and 4 behind Kenny. Kevin Beckering just inside of the top 12 here, and I believe it's the top 12. Yeah, top 12 drivers. But Kevin Beckering at 218, 86 behind the leader and 4 behind Daryl. And right now, if it was to end, if we was to start the chase tonight, of course, Kyle Crimsier would be in the top 12. However, we've still got races to go before we get to that situation. But Kyle right now is in the top 12, up a spot, 209, 95 points behind the leader and 9 behind Kevin. Now, right now on the outside looking in for that top 12 with believe, including tonight, we've got 5 races. Yeah, that does include tonight. 5 races to go to be 4 after tonight before we get to that chase when the chase starts. So Mark Lewis, he's up a spot into 13th at 2:04. He is 100 even behind the leader and 5 behind Kyle, just outside of the top 12 there in 13th. Al Durbin up 2 spots into 14th at 2:03. He is 101 behind the leader and only 1 point behind Mark, but only 6 points behind Kyle. John Belsha in 15th, down 3, 198 points, 106 behind the leader, and 11 points behind Kyle Kremsier. Donald Andrews in 16th, down a spot at 188, 116 behind the leader, 10 behind John, 21 behind Kyle Kremsier. Now, that's going to be enough of the math on that. If anybody wants to do more math, you can. Richard Madonsa up a spot into 17th at 184, 120 behind the leader and 4 behind Donald. Josh Duke up a spot into 18th at 180, 124 behind the leader and 4 behind Richard. Kyle Camper down 2 spots into 19th, 179 points, 125 behind the leader and 1 behind Josh. And Jonathan Leach rounding out our top 20 up a spot, cracking the top 20 from last week at 168, 136 behind the leader and 11 behind Kyle Camper. Anything can still happen from tonight to next week at Charlotte to Indy to, well, the road course of Watkins Glen to, of course, New Hampshire to finalize the regular season. That is what we're looking at. But we'll get more on the points coming, throughout the night here this evening, folks. But we're going to go ahead and step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. We'll get into the qualifying here, folks. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, yeah, for the land of the brave, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Right now, we got Brady Wildman up at the top spot. Dylan Hervatin there in second. Ryan Beckering currently running in third, just taking it. Now, there goes Aiden Kirker up to that second spot. We still got drivers putting in times. We got Wes Weidman. We got Hayes in the booth. We got Donald Pops Andrews, Daryl Arnold, the boss man, as I'm going to call him. Dennis Ansman there out on track. Mason Thompson, Eddie Sprill, Kenny Heath, and Christopher Wideawake out there on the track. Now, like I said, I know Dennis is out here on track, so not sure exactly where Kathy is. I'm sure she's out there watching somewhere. I'm sure she'll say hi here pretty soon when she can. But getting into chat here, we got Braden out there. Gonna be waving the green flags here. Apparently it's not loose. For Dennis, it's a little tight. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how it's affecting some of these other drivers out here this evening. Could it be tight for some? Could it be loose for some? I have no idea. We're coming down to a minute 20 left here in this qualifying session here at this big old 2.5 mile tricky triangle of Pocono, as I call it. Now I have gotten a confirmation and an okay to do something here tonight when somebody hits the wall. I'll probably only do it once, but yeah, it's gonna be you guys are in for a shock. We're gonna have some noises, I guess you could call it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna have some fun out here tonight, folks. It is Pocono. It is kind of like a road course in a sense. It's one of those tracks that can make it or break it for you. Each turn is different from turn 1 to turn 2 to turn 3. Turn 3 is a little bit flatter than the rest of the turns. Turn 2, the tunnel turn, as it is known, because the tunnel is right up and underneath it. Pretty much anybody that's going on the infield, that's where they enter, is through that turn. So they enter that underneath it, I believe. So that is why they call that. But right now, Brady Wildman is up at the top spot, and I do believe he is probably going to end up grabbing the pole out here tonight. We're going to try to get him up here real quick here, folks. We got plenty of time, so let's go ahead and get Mr. Brady Wildman up here in the booth. Brady, got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you're going to grab the pole out here, man, with a 53.987, the only one in the nines there, but still pretty close time, man. It is Pocono. It is the tricky triangle. It is round number 8. We're edging ever so closer to the end of the regular season, man. How do you feel tonight?
I feel very good. Pocono, my favorite track, as everyone knows, and my home track, so I feel pretty good about tonight. just hope we can come out and pull out the win here. Hopefully we don't go down any positions, but if we do, it's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's all. That's all I had.
Okay, well, I got a question for you. I don't want to get you in trouble, so you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but it is Pocono. It is tricky. Do you foresee this race possibly going green flag, or do you think we might have a few cautions?
I think we might have a few cautions, especially in like maybe the first 10 laps. If not, you'll probably see it towards the end of the race, maybe during pit cycle or something. But I think there will be a caution at some point, just with mixed of old tires and new tires, or just people being too aggressive. But there is a possibility it could go flag to flag. That's what happened last season here in the Cup Series, so maybe we'll repeat that. If not, I expect it at least like 2 or 3 cautions, maybe 1.
Well, last season, let's go back to last season. I wasn't the broadcaster then, but let's go back to last season, because I believe you said the Cup cars, but it wasn't the next gen Cup cars. It was the current gen Cup car, correct?
Correct.
So, 2 totally different cars.
Oh, that's for sure. Yes, it is.
Well, how's the draft out here real quick? We got hot temperatures out there as well. Is it slick? Is it tight? How's the draft? Well, what are you thinking?
The draft is going to be the key for tonight, because if you step out of line for 1 second, you're probably going to the back of the pack. So just staying in that draft and trying to keep up with everyone. I mean, track is feeling pretty good. It's not too slick. It's not too tight. It's it's pretty good.
Pretty good. All right. Well, Brady, of course, congratulations on pole here tonight, man. You're coming in 2 tonight. Sitting back in 7th in the point standings. Now, of course, only the top 12 will make it to the chase. Like I said, you're sitting right now in 7th. Not comfortably, but if you get good finishes and solid finishes, you could, of course, make it, in the top 12. Well, there's still a whole lot of racing left to go in the season, man. What do you got to do really starting, here, tonight?
Just get top 5s and top 3s. What really killed me was missing Texas last week. Last week I had a lot of homework I had to catch up on, and I didn't update my iRacing, so I ended up just missing the race there. So I ended up spotting for Josh Duke that race, but but missing Texas really killed us. But I think just finishing in the top 5, top 3 should easily get us into the playoffs coming up here soon.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see what happens, man. We got plenty of racing to go, but we got to get through Pocono tonight, man. So, Brady, good luck out there. And, we'll see what happens. You're going to get things going here this evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, bud. All right. Well, that is Brady Weileman there in that number 44. I'm going to get him back down there to his team. And, I kind of want to bring up that number 6 here real quick. Oh, if I can find him before we get on grid. Daryl, a big dog Arnold, bud. Got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing, Josh?
Doing all right. Well, you're going to be starting kind of up in the top here, the top 5 here, starting things off. Just want to kind of get your thoughts on Pocono, round 8, man. We're edging ever so closer to the end of the regular season. It's going to come down to the wire, man. Talk about Pocono.
Oh, absolutely. I was just telling the drivers that starting tonight, we probably have the most challenging tracks left before the playoffs for the chase start. So that's a good thing for a change. We're actually going to have to drive these cars instead of letting the cars do everything for us. And I think you're going to see a little bit of that tonight. You may see some separation and hopefully a green flag pit stop here or there. But I'm sure there'll be some excitement for you to call as well.
Well, let's hope so. Okay, well, I know we got plenty of time because Pocono's huge. But so, we got Charlotte coming up. Everybody should know how to drive Charlotte. If you don't, get off iRacing. Then we got Indy. Indy, another big track, 2.5 mile rectangle. 2 good tracks back to back. Charlotte and Indy. Both tracks, of course, going to be like Pocono and every other track, 1.5 miles or beyond, is dependent on the draft. How is the draft here tonight, real quick?
Yeah, I think the draft's going to be important. It's going to be probably a mixture of trying to stay in the draft, but also trying to save your tires, especially if we go on long green flag runs. With 100% fuel, that's likely to happen. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a challenge staying in the draft because you have to be in it to stay with the lead pack, but you're also going to have to try to save.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And I guess we'll see kind of what happens tonight, Daryl. Well, I'm going to get you down there back to, I guess it's Black Cloud Racing. I'll put you in one of them. I don't know which one.
All right. Thank you, Josh.
Daryl, good luck out there, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep. All right. I'll just put him in Black Cloud Racing here, and he'll move himself. But we're going to go ahead and get him on the grid here tonight, folks. Oh, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and the MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Brady Weileman grabbing the pole with a 53.987. Congratulations to him on pole. Aiden Kirker there, going to be on the outside, going to be starting things off there in that second spot here this evening. Wes Weidman there in third, Dylan Hervat in fourth, and of course Daryl Arnold, who we just spoke to there, is going to be grabbing that fifth spot in qualifying. Well, Hayes in the booth. Not sure where Lori's at. I'm sure she's out there somewhere. He will be starting in sixth. Mason Thompson seventh. Richard Madanza there in eighth. Keelan Belsh in ninth, and Ryan Beckering grabbing the top 10 in qualifying. Dennis Ansman in 11th. Connor Trafari in 12th. Kenny Heath 13th. Kyle Kremser 14th. Al Durbin there in 15th. Christopher Wideawake there in 16th. Kyle Camper 17th. Michael Butler in 18th. Jonathan Leach 19th. And Eddie Sprill in 20th. Mark Lewis 21st. Kevin Beckering there in 22nd. Donald Pops Andrews 23rd. Other qualifiers, non-qualifiers, Anthony G there in 24th. And that's going to round it out here. 24 drivers. Not a bad field here at Pocono, Pinocchio, Tricky Triangle, whatever you want to call it. Lori, yep, there she is. I figured she'd be out there. Not sure where Dad's at. I'm sure he's watching too. Of course, for everybody that don't know, Lori Booth is Hayes' mom, and I'm not sure where Dad's at. I don't think he talks in chat. At least I haven't seen him. Well, here we go. Turn 3 here tonight. What the heck is turn 4? Well, we don't have it here at Pocono. What we do have is some racing fixing to happen here tonight. That pace truck is going to dive off to the safety of pit road here momentarily, and it's going to be in Brady Weileman's hands here. There's the green flag already. Here we go, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing tonight at the Tricky Triangle. Screaming down the front stretch already. Single file, side by side, not single file, side by side down into turn number 1. Here we go. Can we make this turn number 1 here safely? That is going to be the biggest thing. And well, Brady Weileman's got a good lead right now. Already some passing going on for second there between the 39 of Aiden Kirker and Wes Weidman. We got some scrambling back here in the back. Let me see if I can find out who that was here. I want to say that was around Jonathan Leach in this area. Maybe up even further a little bit with maybe Kyle Durbin, who is under fire by Christopher Wideawake. Let's just hope he's wide awake right now here at Pocono. The 91 of Kyle Camper right up on his rear end. And Brady Weileman going to lead the first lap here. And now we got 64 to go. Yeah, I know. One of us has to be the quiet one, and it isn't you. I got you. A lot of single file right now. Some double file. Maybe just kind of getting some laps in here. We got Dennis Ansman up here in the 16. I'm so used to him being in the 3 and not the 16. Lulu's just talking about that tonight, but he's right there getting around that number 6 of Daryl Arnold, who was the quickest in practice, but I do believe that was, of course, based off of drafting. However, he was still the quickest in practice. Single file throughout the field now. They're coming up, back up on Brady Weileman. Some double foul happening way back into the back here. Eddie Sprill, Michael Butler, Anthony G. All out here doing some side-by-side. This is all the way back in like 19th and on back here. Now, anything could, of course, happen back here, too. So we definitely got to keep an eye on this backfield here. Get up here to Dylan Hervatin. He's doing some a passing of his own on the 85 of Wes Weidman there. That is for that third spot at the 46 of Richard Madonso. Wes Weidman, of course, right up ahead of him. Mason Thompson here, currently running in 6th, so kind of hanging out right where he started. 7th, that's where he started. He's up a spot. We're seeing some passing here and there. We're not seeing a whole lot of, 2-3 wide, or we're not seeing really any 3 wide right now, which is probably a good thing of being only on lap 4. But I'll be watching Hayes right now. He is putting that front bumper all the way up, or he did, to that back end of that 16 of Dennis Ansman. Now these cars, for those that has watched me on these cars, broadcasting these cars have a tendency, I'll get back to that in a minute, that number 2 going to the inside of the 16. 16, however, is going to get that run on the outside, and we got somebody into the wall. Well, that is the 6 of Daryl Arnold. Now, he did smack the wall a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and do it. I told him I was going to do that when somebody hit the wall, and guess what? Well, he was the first one that did it. So he officially got the seal sound there. I just thought that would be cool to do. Throw some sound effects out there. And it happened to be Daryl is the one that gave me permission to do it. So, hey, I did it. Out the 18, that's Keelan Belsha right behind him. We'll see if he does it again. Kenny Heath is now coming out. He is already 4 laps down. Not sure exactly why Kenny did not start. We got a battle for the lead up front, though. We got Aiden Kirker now is our new leader. Getting around, of course, Brady Weileman, Dylan Hervatin there to the inside. The 85 of Wes Weidman. Now right behind Brady Weileman. Boy, these two getting together like this, I don't like it, because if you say their names 5 times fast really quickly together, it does get confusing. Dylan Hervatin, Aiden Kirker, Aiden, no, the 39, and we're going around, folks. We're going to get a big art here and a caution here tonight. Dylan Hervatin involved in this. All right, well, let's check it out, see what happened here. On the 10, we know, okay, Dylan does go low. We've got maybe some contact, net code there between the 39. Boy, that 39, he just shoots like a rocket to that outside. We're going to take a look here and see if there was any type of contact between the 10 and the 39, and oh yeah, definitely some contact right there, and he goes into the wall. And then we'll get back on the 10 here, because this is where the caution actually came out, was right here. There was contact there between the 44 right there to the left rear, the right front left rear, the left rear of the 10. The 10 goes sideways. And the 85 getting a piece, the 81 getting a piece of this action as well. Everybody else gets around as they kind of clean it up out here on the racetrack. But they said, could be a caution or two. Well, we did have our first caution here, and Let's see if anybody's going to come down pit road here tonight. Well, Aiden Kirker down pit road here. It looks like Richard Mendoza did not come down. All right. Well, who else didn't come down? That would be Keelan Belsha did not come down. Jonathan Leach. Christopher Wideawake. Mark Lewis. Anthony G, Michael Butler, Eddie Sprill, Kevin Beckering, all the way back to Kevin Beckering there. Our top 9 did not come down pit road. Well, let's go ahead and see here if we can get another interview in here, shall we? How about we see if we can find Mr. Christopher here, and we'll see if he is actually wide awake here tonight. Oh, I gotta find him. A lot of people. Right, he is not there. See if he's down here. Okay, he is not there, so it does not even look like Mr. Christopher. This school. Okay then. Oh, let me see if we can find somebody else. How about we go with Keelan Belsha here in the 18. How about we do? Drag him up here in the booth. Keelan Belsha, got a copy.
Howdy.
Well, we ran the first couple of laps, 7 laps roughly here under green, man, but we did have our first caution, and, well, kind of got everybody, you know, most everybody on pit road. It looks like you're going to be starting on the outside here, coming to the restart. But talk about it real quick. That was the first 7 laps. How did it feel? Did you figure something out?
I feel like that first little stint there, that was just about getting used to the track, getting used to the car. I mean, we run practice all week, but this was the first real, like, you know, race run that we had to get down, getting adjusted to the qualifying position we got. And I feel like pit strategy is a huge way to get track position here because it's such a hard track to pass at. So I feel like staying out was the way to go. I thought we'd have more stay out a little bit closer to me, like Hayes and them. Hayes was talking like he was going to, but he ended up going down. So I think it's just about trying to put yourself in the best position track position wise, and that's the strategy I'm going to lean towards today. I've just been trying to figure out that car a little bit. This is it's a technical track with how you got to use your throttle and your brake and how you have to turn. You gotta it's a hard track to drive, I'll say that. At least it's not the easiest thing out there, but I mean it's pretty fun. Just been trying to get used to this number 18 K1 Race Gear Camry, and hopefully we can get something going for this last 50 so laps.
It's a finesse track, really. I mean,
yeah,
you really gotta be, you know, be careful out there. All right, well, we're in between 2 and 3, so we're not gonna keep you here, bud. We're gonna let you get back to concentration level, man. Keelan, good luck out there, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. All right, well, that is Keelan Belsha, but Richard Mendoza there is gonna get us going here, coming to lap number 10 here tonight. Pace truck dives off to the safety of pit road, and we're back on the green here tonight. The 46 did not jump it. He just went on green, and we are back underway here, folks. And we got another caution already. Dylan Hervet, oh, and we are, oh no. That's going to be a baby. Here. Really quick caution here. See exactly kind of what happened here. Now I'm gonna pause it here. I want to see if Dylan Now, they do get a reset, so I do want to make note of that. Dylan had already used his reset, so I want to see here what happened. Did it start with Dylan? Did it happen in front of him? Was he just involved in it? Guess we'll find out. All right, so everybody's going. There goes the 2 to the outside in the back, and something happened right here to the 27. Maybe checked up a little bit too much, missed a gear. The 10 right to the back of the 27, the 16 into the back of the 10, and the 10 goes around. There goes the 39, and it was just on from there. 91 right into the 31 as the 31 checks up, 91 into the 10, and that 31 takes a hard lick into the outside wall. He's going to get a art here tonight. And he got hit again by the 81. 81's going to take a hard lick to the outside wall. He's going to get an art as well. Oof. Well, a quick caution. Okay, Tammy Reed Belsha RN. I'm assuming registered nurse. What the RN stands for. All right, now let's see here. Get somebody else up here for it here, because we had that quick caution. We've talked to Hayes before, and I know Lori's out there. I'm assuming Tammy, your Keelan's mom, wife. Correct me, because I have no idea. Let me know who you are in chat here. Let me see who I can get. I want to get somebody that we hardly ever talk to. Let me see here if I can get... Man, there's so many people, so many drivers to choose from. You know how hard this is, folks? How about we talk to Mark? Go ahead and do that. And I've got him right here, Mach 5 Racing. Mark, got a copy?
Absolutely. What's
Well,
up?
currently running in third, started 21st, however. We still got a ways to go, bud. But looks like the 84 running pretty strong out there right now. But we gotta talk about it, because anything, well, as we now know, can happen even on a restart of a race. How'd you feeling, bud?
Yeah, I mean, we're feeling all right. I mean, everybody on my team, we all stayed out. We're betting against that there was going to be a caution, and sure enough, we didn't even get to the start-finish line before it happened. So we're just trying to save our tires more towards the end, because that way they can use them up and burn them up.
All right, well, it looks like you guys are already going to get double foul here. Now you're going to be, on the inside. I think the inside's probably the preferred line. Of course, in a line is going to be the preferred line, but it is Pocono. It is the tricky triangle. You just do not want to get caught by yourself. That is, I think, the biggest thing.
It is. If you lose the draft, you're pretty well in trouble at that point. But, I mean, right now, I just want to stay in front of all of the action that's happening behind me. Because if I can do that, then I can stick around. I'm just trying to get some points, trying to get inside the top 12. I'm out by 5 points right now, so. Yeah,
you're just outside, bud. We're gonna let you get back to concentration right now, because I know it's high. It is high. So, but
yes, sir.
man, Mark, good luck out there, buddy.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yep. All right, you know what? We're gonna stay with the same team here, but we're not gonna interview anybody else right now. We're just gonna go ahead. They're double file, so we're gonna wait. Lori Booth, yeah, you missed 2 cautions, and Josh making seal noises. I knew knew that was gonna happen. I knew somebody was gonna catch on and hear that. Well, I got permission from Daryl Arnold to do that. When somebody hits the wall. Now, Daryl actually ended up hitting the wall pretty hard on the right side. He got the first one, and of course, we've had a couple of them, you know, beyond that. But yeah. All right, pace truck is off in the way, and there we go, back under green. Boy, that 48 just did not go. Getting pushed, of course, by the 84 right now, Mark Lewis, who we just talked to here. Now, we got across the start-finish line, and man, everybody's starting to skaggle here already. And this is what gets me nervous, is when they go from high to low, low to high. We got some 3-wide action right here. Now we're going to go back to a real quick 2. Could we possibly have it? Yeah, we do. We got 3-wide again here, folks. Oh, my golly. Are we going to still keep that 3-wide? No, we're not. 4.985 right there. That's the 4 of Michael Butler, the 9 of Connor Trafari. The 85 of Wes Weidman was involved in all that mess with that 3-wide. Oh no, now she's gonna give me a hard time about it. Oh no. Oh, I wished I could just get away from it. Now I've got fans of myself giving me a hard time about my team. Ugh. Man, oh man. It's all right. I forgive you. Hey, it was a good game, though. It really was. Now, we got a good race out here, too. We got some side-by-side still going on. We got single file. No, we got a battle for the lead, though. Let me get back up here. Mark Lewis grabbing the lead. Oh, he's going to go too high. Oh, there he goes. He's going to hit that wall right there. 3-wide. He is going to fall way back. I'm talking way back. He fell all the way back to right now. He is currently running in that 14th spot with that 81 of Mason Thompson. Bladen Kirker up at the top spot. We got Hayes in the booth. Well, he's not in the booth. He's on the track, but that is his nickname. He's right there in second. Jonathan Leach there in third. Brady Weileman in fourth. Our pole sitter and Connor Trafari right there in that 5th spot. All right. There's the pig sound. Why not? Oh, trust me, folks. When I'm able to get the money, I'm gonna get a soundboard. And you think me making some noises right now is funny, Lori? Yeah, you just wait. You just wait on that. Cause it's going to get a little bit more on the. Oh no! Oh, we got wrecking, and I think we got a big wreck. Oh no! Dennis Sandsman involved in this. We'll see what happens. He's probably going to get the sealed noise here. But we'll wait. I think he did hit the wall, but I mean, where did it start? That's going to be the thing. Where did it start? Did somebody else hit the wall too? Was there net code? Well, regardless if there was net code, we're going to see some seal noises here. On the 16 to the inside of the 91. Oh, okay. Well, 16 on the inside. And we've got the 91, I believe that is, on the outside. I want to get a chase view here on this. And, you know, of course, see kind of what happened. I think I know what happened, but we're going to go ahead and go for it. It looks like, oh, right there, they kind of met. Oh, it looks like maybe some net code might have initiated that. However, there was definitely, could have been, if there was no net code, there definitely could have been some contact. But right there, you see the gap, folks. I'm going to call that I'm going to say net code. We've seen a lot with this car. However, Dennis Hansman is going to go to the outside wall, hit it, the 91 as well. Dennis going to shoot right down, and he's going to hit that inside wall and take a lot of damage on that machine. And, okay, he got it down on pit road. And I believe he used his reset, or did he not? Or he might have had to use it last time. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to bring him up or not. He might not be none too happy. So we're going to go ahead and kind of stick with Emma out there. Hey, Emma. Glad to see you out there in chat. Yeah, we're making seal noises here. Tonight when somebody hits the wall. Kenny Heath is out of the race here tonight. He's taking his car behind the wall. We're not gonna get an interview in this time, it looks like. Let me make sure I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Okay, so pace car lights are still on. So I guess we can go ahead and bring somebody else up. I really don't want to bring anybody up that was involved in that. I know a lot of people like bringing up drivers who was involved in wrecks. I do not, because I don't know what they're thinking. So I guess what we're going to do is bring up Jonathan Leach here. Kind of talk to him here just a second. Jonathan, got a copy?
I do, yes. How's it going?
Starting 19th here tonight, man. Currently running in 4th. We're not even halfway here tonight, man. We've had some action, some cautions. You're sitting in 4th, but we still got a ways to go, man. How you feeling out there in that number 48 machine?
Having a good time. Didn't get a bunch of practice in, but haven't pitted yet. Everybody else is new tires. Just working strategy just to try to stay out front. This just gives me an opportunity if I can make this next run and pit with these guys and stay in the top 10. That would be a net gain for me. So looking forward to it. Having a lot of fun.
Well, we know the draft is obviously obvious. We know that. So we can forget about that, not even talk to it. We know it is important. Oh, by the way, I like the paint, Klondike. What would you do for a Klondike bar? We'll get to that question later. But what's the track like? You know, we started with real hot temperatures. Was it slick? Was it tight for you? What did it feel like?
So for me, I'm not really seeing either or. It actually feels pretty good for me, but I will say I'm not as fast as the 5 drivers around me. They're probably pushing the car a little bit more than I am. I'm just really good at staying in the way and not making mistakes. But I don't really see it being super loose or super tight. I'm on 20-lap-old tires, and I don't have a tight problem yet. So I don't think that's an issue today. Okay, so 2 questions. Go ahead.
What would you do for a win, and what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Well, I'm not going to wreck anybody to win. That's just not how I drive. I respect these guys. A bunch of them are great, and when I'm able to be here, they welcome me with open arms. So not going to wreck anybody to win, but if it's to be, it is to be. And I think I've only had like 2 Klondike bars in my entire life. I just really like this paint scheme. It's unique, and it was the only next-gen paint I could find with the 48 on it.
I love Klondike bars. But, you know, let's forget about, you know, chocolate here, and let's get back to, you know, racing here tonight, Jonathan, man. Good luck out there. Still got a ways to go. It's not over yet. You know, hang tight, and, you know, we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, thanks. I'm looking forward to it. As long as I stay in the top 10 here on this next little bit of a run, I'll be in good shape.
All right, bud. Good luck.
Thank you much, sir.
Yep.
Enjoy the show.
Oh, I am. Trust me. All right, well, we'll get him down there to his team here. And Dennis Hansman out there in chat saying should have saved the fast repair. Oh, well, live and learn. Hey, okay, I got you. Yeah, I know he does an in-car stream too. So, you know, everybody is welcome to check that out as well. I know a lot of drivers do in-car streams. Green flag is out here tonight. I don't know everybody that does it. Aiden Kirk are going to lead the 6th lap here on the restart. I don't know every driver that does that. I know Hayes does. Oh my golly, what do we got going on back here, folks? We got 3 wide, possibly even some 4. No, we just had 3. Okay. Scared the living bejenkins out of me here for that. For that 4. Oh no, we got wrecking going on back here though. We do got that. We got that 91 of Kyle Camper. Oh man. Ouch, he took a hard lick into the wall. He might, yep, you know what happens when somebody hits the wall here hard, folks. You know kind of tonight what's going to happen. Yep, it's going to happen. You know, Kyle's going to get one too, and I think we got another driver that might get one. We're going to probably have to get Dennis up here at the booth. We just might have to. Oh, we'll wait and see. Well, I want to see what happened here to Kyle Camper. Okay, so the 14 right there. Kyle goes to the outside. 77 to the inside. Don't tell me there was net code. Oh, I don't think there was net code on that one. I think there was some contact. I really do. We're going to turn the camera here and take a look at it. You see Kyle going to the outside. 14 there on the inside. Bam! There it was, right there. Yes, definitely some contact. Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. There is no gap between that picture, between the 14 and the 91. Blam, there's the contact right there. That says the 91 right down hard into the inside wall. He takes another lick. I mean, he did hit the wall, so he's going to get an art on that one. Now, the 77, however, of Anthony G., well, he did. Yeah, well, he tagged it. He's going to get a here tonight. So, all right. Well, got a couple, but nothing major head on, you know. All right. Now, let me see here. Aiden Kirker up front. Right, well, Aiden is up front. Pace truck lights. I've been saying pace car all night long. Pace truck lights are still on. He's still on pit road. Yes, he is. He's got some heavy damage. He might be spotting for somebody right now, but we're going to go ahead and drag him up here real quick. Dennis, bud, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing,
Well,
Bubba?
I know you're a little upset. That wreck, though, kind of looked like some net coding initiated that. Man, these cars are so bad about that. A lot of work needs to be done on that aspect as well. But, man, Pocono, it is tricky. It is one of those races that, you know, well, it's kind of like a road course in a sense. Can make it or break it.
Yeah, make it or break it, and tonight I got broken. Should have saved the fast repair for that situation. But, you know, you look back on it and all the what ifs and anything like that. But, you know, if I just would have been a little bit lower coming out of turn 3 there, I probably would have never been in that situation where netcode would have been taking effect. So, yeah, like you said, these next gen cars, there's a lot of work that needs done with them.
Oh yeah,
especially with that rear corner panel where it flares out a little bit. Seems that right side is notorious for getting netcode. So hopefully here within the next 6 months or so they get that corrected for when the official races actually begin here with the next gen cars, so that guys in iRacing can actually enjoy these cars, because they are a lot of fun once you get to understand them. But it's it's a struggle, man. It's a
Oh,
struggle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. You know, 1.5 and 2.5 mile racing, other than super speedways, 2.5 mile. You know, 1.5 miles, you should not be super speedway racing. You know, you shouldn't. You know, maybe, 2 or 3 drivers going at it at a time, but yet spread out. You shouldn't be, 900 cars right there together. Going 3 and 4 wide.
Especially when you get towards the end of the run and you're still 3 or 4 wide and everybody's within a second of each other. It's crazy. Especially if this translates into the real world, which I highly doubt it will. But from everything I've been reading, that's what's going to happen. So it's terrifying. I feel sorry for those NASCAR guys that are actually going to get behind the wheel of these cars next season.
Well, if you want to hang out here a minute, I know we're fixing to get going. If you don't mind hanging out a minute, are you going to get back out on track, or?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'm getting ready to. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to get out there, but I mean, I'm down to 1,800 RPM, so.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, Dennis. I'm gonna let you get back out on track. You're more than welcome to pop up here at the booth with me, man. You know that. You know the drill. So, man, just hang in there, see what you can do, and just see what happens.
Oh, yeah, definitely will. Hopefully I can get a couple spots here.
Oh, yeah. All right, Dennis, good luck, bud.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right, well, he's on pit road. You know, I hate interviewing people that's sitting on pit road, folks, but, he's cool about it. He's one of the few drivers that's cool about it. But, man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. All right, well, here we go. We got 13 watching. We got 9 likes. Of course, share it. Get it out there. We're coming to the green flag here, lap 25. Aiden Kirker, there's the green flag here. He is already on the loud pedal. We're going to take lap 25 right there at the stripe. Of course, as always, folks, share it, get it out there. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, MySpace, LinkedIn, whatever the case may be, whatever you got, get it out there. Let's get some people out here watching here tonight. Good racing. Yeah, we've had some cautions out here for sure, but it's Pocono. It's not supposed to be super speedway racing. Well, but unfortunately with these cars, it is. It's just one of those things. Oh, through the tunnel turn 2. Like we're 8 okay right now. Going back here to Ryan Beckering here. In that 31, he's got the 4, Michael Butler. Looks like Anthony G kind of falling back here to the 81 of Mason Thompson. Anthony G is under fire here by Donald Pops Andrews. Looks like Donald is not really pushing the issue too much. And I can see why, just kind of hanging out, doing his thing in the 117. But Aiden Kirker leading the field right now with Hayes Booth there in second. Whoops. And Brady Wildman, who was just on there in third. And seeing all the pink out there. Oh, yeah, a lot of pink cars out there. Oh, yes, definitely so. And I guess I'm going to assume it is based on the month here tonight. Or the month, breast cancer awareness. So that's what I'm assuming it is based on. Hayes Booth here. Honey Lion. Lot of pink. There's a lot of pink out here, folks. Got 2 right here, the 2 and the 44, and then a little bit further back here. Let me see if I can get on who that is. That is the 18 with some pink on him. Keelan Belsha with some pink. Go ahead and kind of get, take a look at some the pink on that one. Not sure exactly who else has some pink on their car, but man, yeah, a lot of pink out there for sure. Yeah, Lori, I said MySpace. I'm sorry. Is that should not be the first time you've heard me say that. I say it pretty much all the time. Man, there's a lot of pink out there. I can see that pink now. Wow. Now we got one here, the 31 of Ryan Beckering. Coming around the 27 here. That is Eddie Sprill there on the outside. He's also got the pink on the car, and he he has on his hood there, "Save the Tatas." Okay, I see that, Ryan. Or not Ryan, but Eddie in the 27. I see that. Now Ryan Beckering, who we're on, of course, running a beautiful, beautiful pink as well. Wow. All right. Good sharp pink paints out there. 3 wide on the front stretch. Oh, that got a little hairy there between the 31 and the 4. Ryan Beckering and Michael Butler. And yes, I said MySpace. Said LinkedIn too, but that's actually a job site, so, you know. Al Crimsier, the 61, making a pass here. That is going to be over the 84, Mark Lewis. 14 right here of Kevin Beckering. Evan Beckering. We've got Ryan Beckering. '77 of Anthony G there on the inside. It looks like he's going to get passed up by a couple of drivers. Kyle Camper is sitting on pit road. It looks like Kenny Heath. Okay, so Kenny did not drop out or take his car totally behind the wall. He is back out there on the racetrack, 11 laps down. Dennis Ansman on the racetrack, 9 laps down. Kyle Camper on pit road right now, 8 laps down, and Dylan Hervatin there on the track, but 3 laps down. Donald Pop Andrews is our last car on the lead lap here, and he is sitting currently in 20th. Hey, he started 23rd, up 3 spots. A big old thumbs up, 2 thumbs up there for that 117 of Donald Pops Andrews here, hanging out, doing his thing here tonight. He has used his reset, unfortunately. So he's just kind of hanging on, just, you know, wanting to pick up as many spots as he can, finish the best that he can. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here, folks. This is the point standings. For everybody that missed the point standings, I'm not going to go through them again, so you can pause the stream and take a look at them here. But this is the point standings coming into tonight, round number 8. Still very close between each and every driver. I think the biggest gap, though, is, of course, Ryan Beckering and Wes Weidman there, you know, first and second, you know, let's separating them. But everybody else is pretty close. Anthony G is 18 back behind Connor Trafari. Donald Pops Andrews is 10 behind John Belsha. But, you know, anything can still happen. And, you know, the more points you can get and, you know, grab yourself a possibility, even the slimmest chance to get into the top 12. And I know these drivers are gonna do it. We're lap 32 here tonight, folks, so we're gonna just go ahead and call it here. Well, we're halfway here tonight, folks. 32 and a half laps is the halfway. We're right there. We're halfway into the race, and we're gonna be coming to lap 33 here at this time by, so officially halfway. Well, the top 4 here. Now we're starting to see some separation. The top 4. Aiden Kirker leading the pack here with Hayes Booth, Brady Wallerman, and Richard Madanza. About a second and a half back is going to be Keelan Belsha. 1.7 seconds now, 1.2. Wes Weidman there in 6th. Keelan in 5th. Jonathan Leach at about a little over a second here. They're in 7th, right behind Wes. Kyle Durbin in 8th at about 1.5. He's leading a couple of cars here with a 9 of Connor Trafari, Daryl Arnold, and Christopher Wide Awake. And whoa, we got touching Connor Trafari. Oh, Connor Trafari in the 9 and the 90 of Kyle Durbin. I think they did a little bit of touchy there. No, not swiper, no swapping. This ain't Dora the Explorer. But I don't think Kyle's a little bit too happy about that. I'm due slow. I can text and drive. No, you cannot. I'm due slow. Due slow. I think you meant I'm too slow. I'm due slow. Dennis Hansman is I'm due slow here tonight. I can text and drive. Yeah, right. Yeah, that just shows that that you can text and drive. You can't even type. Yes, I've got to give Dennis a hard time. Well, let's check on the other driver I gave a hard time here tonight. Where's he sitting at? The first driver who got the seal sound. Yep, that's Daryl Arnold. Now, does Daryl have a reset left? Oh, yes, he does. He's got a reset left. Bull, we got a lot of drivers. Or, not a lot. We got some. Y'all know we do got a lot of drivers that do have their resets left. So, I guess anything, of course, can happen. So, okay, now you corrected it. Okay, I got you. I'm only doing it because I'm picking on you. I see how it is. Hayes Booth, Brady Wallerman. We got a battle here for second. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that. 44 in the 2. They're going to go door to door. Oof. That's a oof moment right there. Oh, 44 getting a little bit squirrely. Going to squeeze it up there behind the 2 and right in front of that 46 of Richard Madanza. I love saying his last name. I don't know why. Mendanza. I know a lot of people would probably say Mendonca, but I think I'm pretty sure it's Mendanza. The top 4 still leading the pack, 37 laps. Man, I want to do a crank it up, but they're kind of spread out here, so I can't do it. But what I can do here, folks, is, I can just go ahead and go. Well, you know what? We're gonna go cockpit here. We're gonna go up on the 48 of Jonathan Leach here. I want to say Jimmy Johnson, but sorry, I can't. But we're just gonna ride along here, folks. Not crank it up, but we are gonna go ahead and turn it up here a little bit. We're just gonna listen to the sounds here of the cars here real quick. still on Jonathan Leach. It looks like Connor Trafari did make that pass there in that number 9. So, you know, why not? Let's just go up here to Connor Trafari here real quick. You know, just still listening to the sounds of the cars. Dennis. Oh man. Well, I want to stay cockpit, but I kind of can't because we got to get up here with the 44 Brady Wildman coming around that 46 of Richard Mendoza there, boy. He slid it up right in front of that 46 machine, and a good thing he was clear, or he would have took off that nose of Richard Mendoza there. Woof. Man, oh man. Yeah, we barely seen that, but we did catch it. We did catch it. Go ahead and turn that back down here. Well, we've got 13 watching. We got 10 likes here. Can we hit 13 likes here tonight before the end of the broadcast here, before the end of the stream? I'd love to hit 15 to 20 likes. And but we don't have the viewership right now, so you know, that's where the shares go out, folks. Share it, get it out there. Let's go. I think I know why I'm dropping frames is because of the severe weather back west of where I live. Far western Oklahoma, Kansas, up into Nebraska. They are 4 out of 5 in the severe weather category. That is a moderate, and yes, tornadic storms, such of that nature, big hail, wind, and, you know, the whole 9 yards. And, of course, my internet, well, the provider is based out of Atlanta, but ours is based out of Kansas. So we could be having some issues. I do apologize. It's out of my hands. I do hope everybody's having a good time. I really do. I know Dennis is out there having a good time. He's chatting it up and he's driving. He don't care. He's hanging back here in about 22nd spot with looking like a Gen 6 modified. Well, this would be Gen 7 modified, I would say. The next Gen Cup car, Gen 7 modified here, has no hood or no front bumper. He does have a hood, but he don't have a front bumper. So I'm not really seeing anything throughout the racetrack here that needs to be too concerning at the present time. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked that they are this spread out. We got a couple of packs here, 2, 3, 4 cars, but you know, that's it. Well, Lori, we're fine. I live in Arkansas. I do live on the western side of Arkansas. Now the 3rd largest city in Arkansas. But we're fine. We might have, you know, some rumbles of thunder and some lightning, but you know, right now the severe weather is back in Oklahoma, which that's where it should stay. At least I hope. But trust me, if I wasn't broadcasting tonight, which I do think RTC, you know, not taking it away from them, I do thank RTC, Daryl, and the team over here for allowing me to be a part of it and call these races here on Tuesday nights. The Race Tech Coatings for coming on board, sponsoring this. The next Gen Cup series here, calling these races. I know it was only going to be a couple of races throughout the season, and after the second race, I believe it was bam, they wanted me to do every single race. So, you know, I thank them so much for allowing me and MaxSpeedTV to be a part of this. I have a good time. I mean, it's great racing. Yeah, there's going to be cautions. Definitely. I know that. Especially in these cars. But, man, I love it. I love broadcasting. I love calling races. I love talking to the fans out there. And, wow. Wow. He actually went there. In chat. Lori Boo said those tornadoes are nothing to play with. And Dennis comes back with those Razorbacks, though. We'll get back to that in a minute because we got green flag pit stops here. We got Kyle Durbin down. Oh, we got more down. We got Connor down. Jonathan Leach down. Wes Wyman on pit road. Daryl Arnold on pit road. Kyle Durbin. Christopher Wide Awake down pit road. Mason Thompson down pit road here tonight. All right. We got green flag pit stops here, folks. Yes, we do. Now, going back to what Dennis said here real quick. All I got to say is wow. Wow. He went there. And Lori, I do thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for that. And Dennis, yeah, you just wait. You just wait. Now, Lori has already gave me a hard time here tonight. You're just you know, throwing in the gasoline here tonight. So, you know, come on, bring it. Come on. I see what it is. And this is all fun and games, folks. You know, Lori, you know, I just met Hayes. Oh, we got more pit stops? We do. We got Donald Pops Andrews on pit road. Okay, so I don't want to miss what's going on track, but I'm also trying to pay attention to some fans out there giving me a hard time. And boy, we got action. We got 244, 81, 39 right here together, boy. We got action. Oh, we got action. Oh no. Oh no, I dread that. Let me guess, it's a shoulda, coulda, woulda paint, right? Go ahead and say it. I know sports fans, that's going to be kind of what it is. A shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right, the 90, that is going to be Kyle Durbin. Kyle Durbin has pitted. Okay, Keelan Belsha. I know we got some Belsha fans out there in chat. We can't forget about them. Oh, they're out there. Tammy out there in chat. She's not talking, but I know she's out there. Got Keelan on pit road right now. And did he just take right sides? Ooh, I believe he just took... No, wait. No, he had a 25.8 second stop. No, he didn't just take right sides. There's no way. Might have got a hold maybe for speeding. All right, we got Aiden Kirker, Brady Weileman, Hayes, Booth, and Richard Mendonça down pit road. So Anthony G, there is going to be our new leader here tonight as he is on the front stretch here, diving it down into turn number 1 here momentarily. He is our new leader. But unfortunately, he is by himself. But golly, we got 18 to go. He started in 24th, and he is up to first. Michael Butler started in 18th there in second. Brady Weileman, well, our pole sitter, he's back up to third here tonight. Everybody except for, well, Anthony G and Michael Butler have came down pit road. So, Brady Weileman, once Anthony and Michael pit, if Brady can hang on to it, he would be our current leader. But right now he's sitting in third. But we're gonna have to wait and see when Anthony G and Michael Butler come down pit road. Maybe they're banking on a caution here to kind of upset the field. That way They have the fresher tires. They have the tank of fuel, which right now they can make it from here. I guess this is going to be interesting here, folks. Oh, yeah, I love green flag pit stops. All right, well, Tammy is here. Okay, all right. Yeah, I love green flag pit stops. I love it. I don't like the fact, Tammy, that they get spread out under green flag pit stops, especially, you know, a Pocono or Indianapolis or, you know, one of the big 2.5 mile tracks, other than the super speedways, because super speedways are just super speedways. But, you know, India Pocono, the only reason I don't like green flag pit stops is the separation. I like green flag pit stops because we know they're going to get separated, and there's a possibility that it could just go green from there. You know, yeah, there is separation for sure. But, you know, I love seeing it. I do. I really do. Well, Dennis Ansman is back on pit road. Why he is on pit road right now, I do not know. Did he just decide to go ahead and give it up here tonight? He's been on pit road about 1.5 minutes here. I mean, he's more than welcome to come up here in the booth if he wants to. I'm not gonna argue the fact. I'd love to have him up here. He's just like Gary Wells, Dennis Ansman, two great friends that I've met. Yeah, they're friends, best friends. Never met him in person, just on here on iRacing. But I will say this, Dennis knows when it comes to racing, I do not play favorites. So if he gets into somebody, I'm going to call it. We've got 15 to go here tonight, folks. 15 to go. Cars were flying at me. I had to make like a tree and leave. Wow. Had to make like a tree and leave the track. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead. Are you going to get back out on track, or are you done? If you're done, I'm just going to go ahead and pull you up here. 15 to go. We got Anthony G. He's going to take 14 to go. I don't think he can make it. Got 30 laps on that belt right now on this run. We've had, man, I don't think Anthony can make it. Brady Wileman is 2.8 seconds and climbing. He's coming up on Anthony G here in about, I'm going to say right now, it's going to be coming really quickly, 2.5 seconds. Yeah, 2.5 seconds up on Anthony G. Brady by himself, but he's got the fresher tires. He's got the fuel. He can just hammer it down and go. Yeah, he's by himself, but that doesn't mean nothing. Now, Richard Mendonça here, grabbing the third right now. Of course, he came down pit road as well. With Brady Wileman, so that's going to be his 5th time around. Connor Trafari's been out here 8 laps, currently running in 4th, so we got a 3-lap difference between, well, 2nd and 3rd are the same, but Connor Trafari been out here 8th, so between 2nd and 3rd, there's a 3-lap difference between them, and Michael Butler been out here, well, right now, top 5, currently 34 laps, and Wes Weidman is closing in on him as well. All right, well, let me know when you're back, Dennis, and we'll definitely get you back up here, man. It's gonna, well, I say it's gonna come down to the wire, but Brady Wileman has already made the pass over Anthony G, so Brady Wileman, our pole sitter, right now up at the top spot here. You know, right now, 12 to go, folks. Everybody kind of spread out here, anywhere between 1/2 second to 1/10 of a second to 7 seconds, 30 seconds back, you know, with the lap cars and everybody included. I think right now, Brady Wileman, he's in the catbird seat. He's kind of got it going. But could we have a water bottle debris on the track type of wreck? I mean, we could. I don't foresee it, but we could. We could. All right, well, let's go ahead and get him up here real quick tonight here, folks. We're going to probably keep him up here till the end of the race, and heck, we might even have him interview a driver, but it's going to be Dennis Ansman joining us back up here in the booth, man, and you even said it in chat tonight. Cars were flying at you, and you had to make it like a tree and leave the track. What happened?
Everyone was coming down pit road to get those fuel goods on their car, and I had old tires on my car, and they were just flying by me like I was sitting still.
Oh, so you was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I just get out of the way because I was being a hazard on the track at that particular point in time.
And right now, man, you're not really battling for. I mean, you're battling for a win, but not for the top 12. We hate to say it. We hate to say that, but that is the truth. And you know me, I'll speak it. I'm not scared.
Yeah, I wasn't out there fighting for nothing at that particular point in time, other than hopefully for a couple more spots, but that wasn't happening. So it just got to the point that's like, yeah, I'm just gonna turn off the track for the night and save it for another week.
Well, speaking of the other week, we got 10 to go, but let's go ahead and get your thoughts real quick on next week, because, man, I love next week, and I'm going to bring that up here because that is actually Charlotte. If you can't race Charlotte, get off iRacing.
Yeah, Charlotte is a track that comes with iRacing for those that don't know. So it's a very well-known track within iRacing, so all these drivers have a good understanding of how iRacing is. But I will say with these cars, it kind of reminds me of the street stocks with higher horsepower.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, do we dare even talk about it? Because, you get, in that case, Charlotte in particular, you not only could get netcode, but bumper hooked as well.
Yeah, you get a little bit of everything with those street stocks. So, and it's going to be a similar thing with these cars next week at Charlotte.
Well, yeah, and I was talking about these cars at Charlotte. Bumper hooked or netcode, one of the two. That's what you're going to get at Charlotte.
Well, you get that with the street stocks too.
I think it's more a bumper hook issue with the street stocks than it is netcode, because with the street stocks, they've kind of got those figured out.
Yeah, they got those figured out, and those bumpers, the rookie class don't have that figured out. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of netcode at Charlotte, I have a feeling. So hopefully we'll learn from this race here with the netcode and be better prepared for Charlotte. Speaking for myself personally, that way, not put in that situation where we can cause a netcode situation to cause a big pile up, especially if it happens up front.
Oh yeah, definitely. So if netcode happens up front and everybody's bunched together, well, we might not have any drivers left out on the track.
Yeah, well, thankfully for this league, they do provide that one fast repair, so kudos to them for doing that.
Yeah.
So everybody does get that one reset, so it is nice to have that in your pocket when you save it for when you actually need it. Yeah,
Dennis, of course, making that mistake here tonight, using the reset when you even said it when you shouldn't have. Let's kind of go back to that. You use the reset, and then you got involved into that wreck, and we did the RRR here tonight. So, when you use the reset, and then you got involved in that big wreck there, and major damage, what was going through your mind at the time? You're the driver. I mean, I can't read your mind.
I was upset with myself because I knew I wasted an opportunity to save the reset for that situation. And I mean, I was frustrated that I got wrecked, but you know, at the end of the day, if I had that fast repair sitting in pit road, I would have been out here on the track racing with these guys here coming to the end of the race. So.
Well, you know, I still personally think that was netcode. Of course, you know, Dennis, I can only look at it at, you know, certain angles. I don't have time to go, you know, 4 or 5 different angles and look at it. I seen netcode that initiated it. I'm not sure what the admins are going to do on that situation. I don't know really what they call here. I mean, this is the Brother League 2 Friday nights. Maybe you've got more insight. I mean, we're 6 to go here tonight. Can you go ahead and kind of elaborate? I mean, do you know some of the inside rules with this league?
As far as that situation goes, I don't know how the admins would call it, but from the leagues that I've been in, that, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. That's a netcode iRacing incident. Nobody's really at fault for that because, I mean, there's gaps in between both cars, so it's not like there was contact made. It's not like it was intentional by any means by any driver, so, I mean, it's one of those, you just wash it as a racing incident and move on to the next track.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we got Charlotte next week. We already talked about it. And we got a question in chat here. We got 5 to go. We got Tammy Reed Belsha, RN, registered nurse, apparently. I've already asked her about that. She's asking what the colors mean beneath the drivers' names up there in the ticker. Well, green is picking up a position. I do believe blue is staying where you're at, or red is dropping. Yellow.
Wait. No.
Oh, Dennis
no,
knows. All right,
those are the license class that those drivers are. So a red is rookie class, a yellow is C class, a green is B class, and a blue is A class.
Okay, I've always thought it was, you know, gain, lose, stay position.
No, that's the what class they're in within iRacing. I
am seeing it now here in ATVO, and I never really paid attention to it, so we can thank Dennis Sandsman on this. And I apologize to everybody out there. I said it wrong, so he is correct. Yes, it is. That is their class. That's where they're at. Well, I learned something here tonight. So, Dennis, you taught me something, man.
Well, you're welcome. You learn something new every single day, and you're never too old to learn something new.
I'm just too old, too young. I will not even say my age. Dennis knows, but yeah, we won't go there. We got 3 to go right now as Brady Weileman, our pole setter, is crossing the stripe. Man, what about Brady? Well, you know, what about this Weileman man here tonight? I mean, at 44, you know, he kind of fell back. He did his thing. And now he is back up here up front. He's by himself.
He found a way out of the cage and broke away. And he is just, I mean, over 8-second lead over second place, Richard Mendonça, as you would say.
Mendonça. Yeah, I don't know why I like saying his last name, but I do.
Yeah, Brady, man, he's a very good racer. I will say that. I've raced with him many times. Shared plenty of door fenders with him over the last month or so.
And you've shared many bumper-to-bumper fenders as well. I mean, come on.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's killing it out here tonight on this track. Him and I both love this track. And he's showing why we love this track right now.
Well, Lori's safety rating actually doesn't play a factor. This is not an official race for iRacing. I do know that much. When it's a league and it's not an official iRacing event, safety rating does not apply. Safety rating does not go up or down. It does not move. It stays the same. So I do know that much. Now, official racing, well, yeah, that will play a big factor.
That's why I don't do official races no more.
I don't even race anymore. I'm going to try to get back into it, but as we exit turn number 3 here tonight, what is turn number 4? Brady Weileman is going to be taking that white flag this time by, hey, guess what? No green, white checkered here this evening, folks. We're going to send it here under regulation. No, it does not affect their license either because it's not an official race.
And we just had a pass for third place.
No,
Connor
the
got passed up by Wes Weidman.
What
The
in
other
the
Weidman.
world did the 117 and the 44 got into it there? What? Well, it didn't affect Brady Weileman. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I mean, that 8-second lead's now down to 7 seconds, but they ain't gonna matter here coming into turn number 3 right now.
Yeah, Brady Weileman is going to take that checkered flag here tonight, folks. Started on pole, ended it here tonight. 18 laps under his belt. Checkered flag in the air. Brady Weileman wins it here tonight. And going back to that question there, no, but it affects their license. Going back to that here real quick, no, it does not, because it's not an official iRacing event. It only affects their license, their safety rating, their I rating as well, if it is an official iRacing race. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely, Lori. Yeah, definitely you are correct on that. Yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah. Okay, so you are talking about official as well. Okay, my bad. My bad. Oh, Brady Weileman winning it here tonight. Richard Mendonça there in Mendonça, gotta say it, there in second. And Wes Weidman there grabbing the top 3. Of course, Connor Trafari there in 4th. And, well, Hayes Booth there gonna round out our top 5. But, are we really going to have a backwards lap here with a 44?
Why not?
Of course, he's just trying to burn it up and he don't know how to do it.
Nah, he's got to cross the...
Well, he's already crossed the stripe.
There he goes. He's crossed it.
But he's already crossed the stripe.
Yeah, he's got to do it in back. You can't do it backwards on the last lap. You got to do it after the race.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, okay. Well, all right. Well, the 44 is going to go ahead and kind of burn it up here if he can. I'm sure that 44 can do it. Yeah, there's the smoke. There it goes. All righty, folks. Hang tight. We're going to get the top 3 up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show. We'll be right back here tonight. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here. We've caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to start here, of course, with that 44 of a Wes Weidman. I want to get replays here because I want to get the car here of the 85. All right, there's the 85. So we're going to go ahead and pause it here. Get down here to him, show the car. That way we know who we're on. But he is going to finish in that podium finish here tonight in 3rd. That 85 of a Wes Weidman here tonight. Wes, bud, got a copy?
Yes.
Well, Wes, man, it's, we had some cautions out here tonight for sure, but we also had, a green flag pit stop here tonight. Well, let's go ahead and talk about, the start of the race here tonight, kind of what transpired out there on the track with the cautions. Really before we get to the, the long green flag run, and then, of course, the green flag pit stop, and then to the end of the race. So go ahead and talk about the first part of the race here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, my plan was just to kind of get in line and try to pull away on a long run, and everybody got awfully racy, and unfortunately, I got caught up in that first caution, and that gave me quite a bit of damage. I didn't want to use my repair, so I just kind of kept pitting to get it fixed, and luckily, we had a couple other cautions, one on a restart, that gave me some spots, and then one other one, and turned into a strategy game. And, for a while, I was thinking if I was even going to be in the top 10 because I was struggling so much. But it was a wild start, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, those cautions, man, I didn't know what was going to happen because it is Pocono. We could have caution after caution, and we kind of did here tonight, but it did get straightened back up. So, we go green, and then we have that long green flag run. We have a caution, and then we, have the green flag pit stop green flag run. So kind of talk about that.
Well, being that I was so far behind, I got so tight and hit the wall, and it just kept getting worse and worse. To be honest, I wanted to stay out at the very last minute, but I was just so damaged, losing so much time, I had no choice. So when Jonathan Leach announced he was pitting, I was like, okay, I have to go in with him because if you pit by yourself,
yeah,
like a super speedway, doesn't matter if you have new tires or not, you're screwed. So me and him and I think Connor ducked in all at the same time, used up my repair, got 4 tires, and then it was just basically hit the grindstone. And I knew I was going to maybe pick up 1 spot, maybe 2 if I was lucky. Then unfortunately, Hayes, Aiden, and 2 other drivers had a very, very slow pit stop. So I was able to gain even more spots. And then right there at the end, I knew Brady was checked out, and if it stayed green, it was all his. So racing Connor and Ricky for the finish was just a lot of fun.
And I didn't catch it, but I'm sure it was, and I save replay, so I'm gonna have to definitely go back and take a look at that finish with you guys for a podium. But Pocono is tricky. It is one of the trickiest tracks, and I don't say that because it's called the Tricky Triangle. I say it because it is one of the many tricky tracks that are out there. That either might or might not be on the schedule this season. So, unfortunately, Pocono, well, tonight, it was tricky. It was under regulation, no GWC attempt. You guys, did get a reset at least to help, but for some, it didn't kind of work out as planned. But regardless, man, you finished in 3rd here tonight. But with that being said, man, we go to one of my favorite tracks next week, and that's going to be Charlotte Motor Speedway for round number 9. How do you feel about it in these cars?
It's going to be interesting, to say the least. It's I hope we can put on a good show. I don't have high hopes for it, but I've been proven wrong in the past. With these cars, we all know this. We've talked about it, several finishes. you can flat foot it the whole way around, and there's just no give. So it's gonna be very tight racing. Maybe a couple cautions here and there, and then hopefully we'll get some long runs, kind of like we did here at Pocono tonight. So we'll see. Charlotte's also one of my favorite tracks.
Well,
But,
you know, if you can't, well, Charlotte's given to you. So if you can't race Charlotte, because, you know, from rookie to A and even the Pro WC, if you can't race Charlotte, you just get off iRacing because it's given to you. You know.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a challenging track too. I mean it's not just a regular cookie cutter, but with these cars, it's going to make it more challenging because you will get aero tight.
Well, yeah, true.
The tires won't give, and then there's going to be a lot of washout or wash up. So you're going to have to race very tactically.
It could be a washout too, not just
or a washout.
So,
yeah.
You know.
So you either want to be right up front or you're going to want to be in the back. It's going to be a gamble, but we'll see. My strategy is going to be to offset my pits from everybody else. Therefore, that'll try to keep me out of all the drama. So we'll see.
All the mass of 110 laps, which is a little bit shorter, well, a lot shorter than what most run at Charlotte. So, you know, it could be a race that could go by very quickly, or it could take a little bit. You know, it could be one of those, and we'll just kind of leave it at that because we don't know what's going to happen. Like we've seen tonight here at Pocono, it could go either way. So, man. Awesome job. Third place here tonight. Podium finish. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you get ready, of course, for Friday at Homestead.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Homestead now. No, shout out to Brady for his win, man. He's been fighting so hard for a win and in both series, and you know, he's helped me out a lot on my wins, and I know he wanted Pocono so bad, so it's awesome to see him finally get that race and get that win for him. So definitely congratulations to him. Shout out to him. And Ricky did a really good race. He finally put a whole race together from beginning, middle, and end, and he finished fantastic. So, and then sponsors, Dynatech Coatings, Racetech Coatings, Zycoat, and the RTC admins and members.
All right. Well, anything else?
No, not that I can think of.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you Friday, and of course we'll see you next Tuesday night, bud. So, man, good luck for both races, Homestead Friday night, and of course Charlotte next week.
All right, man. Have a good evening.
Yep, you too. All right. Well, congratulations to West Wyman. We gotta get up here to Richard Mendonça here tonight. And why did it do that? Back to regular screen. Let's go ahead and get up here to that 44 here tonight. Okay, Richard Mendonça, man, got a copy?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, man, you finished here tonight in second. Podium finish. Good points not for you here tonight for sure. Really, 16th, outside of the top 12, looking in to get into the chase. We still got races to go, but, talk about the race here tonight for you as a driver with the way Pocono is, man. Talk about it.
So, yeah, it's kind of tough because you gotta run in a train, and it happened here more than any other track that we've been to besides Daytona with these cars. You got to run in a train, and if you try and make a move, you got to have like 3 other people going with you. So, but I just being careful, just kind of holding back a little bit, just trying to keep up with the front pack there. Got really, really lucky with the pit stops. Hayes and Aiden had that glitch where it holds you for another like 30 seconds on pit road. So yeah, it was not good. So I slid coming into my box on that final pit stop, so that's why I wasn't up there with Brady. But I feel like if I was, could have had a good race. I don't know if I would have been able to get around him or anything, but it would have been. I feel like it would have been a lot more fun for me personally.
Well, you know, it is Pocono, and the way everything transpired really here tonight, you know, we had cautions, and then we had a long green flag run, not a green flag pit stop, then a caution, and then, well, it was basically a long run, green flag pit stops, and there to the end. So, you know, kind of talk about that. You had the long run, then a caution, and then to the finish.
Yeah. So that last run to the finish was interesting. I didn't think my car got really tight, and I didn't think it would be able. I didn't think I'd be able to keep up with the front pack, the front four there. But I did because these cars get huge run down the straightaways. So I didn't witness any of the wrecks besides that first one that came out. It seemed like a lot of unnecessary crashing in the beginning when all the cautions happened. But yeah, I'm just happy we pulled a podium finish here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I didn't ask Wes this, so I'm gonna ask you. How was the tire wear here tonight? Was it bad? Was it okay? Was it, you know, not really worrisome? I mean, how was it?
Yeah, so the right front falls off really bad. Like 20% more than any other the other tire on the car. So it's like in the 70s when you're pulling into the pits, and then the right rear is like a 90. So it's just a recipe for understeer.
Ouch.
Yeah, you don't feel like the car doesn't handle any differently besides the push. You just got to back up your corner a little bit and kind of point it in with the brake. So it's really weird to drive, and I don't know if they're going to fix it or if that's just how it's going to be. But yeah, these cars get tight.
All right, bud. Well, you know, Pocono is over with here tonight, but we go to one of my favorite mile and a halves, man. It's Charlotte. I love Charlotte. Yeah, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you can't race Charlotte here on iRacing, get off of it, because it's given to you now. It's one of those tracks that, you know, every driver on iRacing should know, and how to race around, you know, by yourself or other drivers. You know, kind of talk about it, because this is now one of those tracks, I think, like a road course and, you know, Pocono Indy, that couldn't make it or break it. Talk about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Charlotte is. I feel like it's going to be a real racy race. Going to be a lot of close battles. It shouldn't get too spread out the way it is. But Charlotte's one of my favorites. I've won a lot there. I've won NIS there. Yeah, it was Coke 600 a year or two ago. So yeah, it's one of my favorites as well.
All righty, buddy. Well, man, awesome job out here. Well, this is Richard Madanza, Ricky, in Discord here. You might have to change that, because I get confused, man. I really do. But, man, awesome job out here tonight. Second place, man. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate second. Man, good points night for you. We'll see where you're at here when the points are updated, which they are, but I can't look at them, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, just shout out to Dylan Herviton for giving me the opportunity to race for him, working with me, and he made the car that I was racing tonight, as well as all of the other ones that I've raced in this series. So thanks to him. Yeah, that's about it.
All righty, buddy. I guess we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you at Charlotte, man. Good luck, and go celebrate second. We'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Alrighty, folks. Well, that is gonna bring us here to our winner here tonight. And, well, with the nickname he has here in Discord, I guess it's gonna be burger time here tonight with a Brady. Sorry, had to do it. Brady Wallerman here tonight. Brady, man, you did it. You started on pole, you fell back, you did what you had to do, and, well, the outcome. I mean, talk about it. Well, talk about the first part of the race, really. Let's just talk about the caution festivities, I guess we would say, at the beginning. Let's go ahead and talk about that first.
Well, didn't want that to happen, obviously, but I can't complain. But yeah, it just
of course,
pushing Dylan, and he tried to take the run to the inside of Aiden and just didn't slow down enough, and it caused a huge pileup that we were unfortunately involved in. I'm just lucky we had a faster pair because if we didn't, our net would have been done and over. So I gotta appreciate the admins for giving us a faster pair. So yeah, those first few laps, of course. I mean, I led the first 6, so and then that happened. So but all in all, I mean, geez, it was a good run for us. We were basically in the top 5 the whole race. And yeah, I mean, that's our first part of the race, and then second part, it went well. Hayes and Aiden got caught up in a glitch in iRacing with the right sides. Apparently, took 25 seconds, so very unfortunate for them because they were working together, running good. But I took advantage of it and I made the most of it.
Well, you came into tonight 7th in the point standings. We've got it pulled up here. I don't know if you're watching or not, but we got it pulled up here. You were down 3 from last week, falling back to 7th. You win it here tonight at Pocono. Now, it's not a win you're in situation here for RTC. You've got to be in the top 12. So, with this win, do you feel comfortable enough with now 4 more races? We talked to you earlier. Do you feel comfortable enough with 4 more races that you could stay in the top 12?
Yes, if we have runs like we had tonight, I'll definitely feel safe, but stuff happens, sometimes it doesn't go our way. But as of right now, I feel comfortable. Right now we feel comfortable. But next couple races are actually races that aren't really necessarily full throttle, like Charlotte. I mean, it's kind of full throttle. I know we have Watkins Glen, New Hampshire coming up. Those obviously we're gonna have to use the brakes, and of course, Indy we might have to lift a little bit. But all in all, I think we have a good shot of making the playoffs here.
Well, that is, of course, going to bring us up. Pocono is done. Round number 8. We go to Charlotte next week. And I'm going to say it like I said. From 2nd to 3rd. If you don't know Charlotte on iRacing, you shouldn't be here. You should get rid of it. So Charlotte, it's fast. We know it's a fast track, and in these cars, yes, it is super speedway racing. So where do you want to be? Not only at the start, but at the finish or close to it, coming down to it.
Well, super speedway racing, I always have one rule, and that's to stay in the front. If you stay in the front, you're less likely to be in the wreck. If you stay in the back, you have more of a chance to get caught up in something stupid. So if you stay in the front, you're less likely to be involved in the wreck, and if it goes anything like eNASCAR, we should be good.
Well, we got Homestead Friday too, so talk about it.
Yeah, Homestead. Yeah, that track is we're gonna have to lift, obviously. So I think we're gonna do pretty good there, I think.
All right, so yeah, you're part of that as well. Kind of a brother league here between Well, it's not e-NASCAR. It's extreme. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that I'm getting used to that too. So,
Yeah.
but man, I gotta say, an awesome job out here tonight. Grabbing the win, Brady. Man, it was a crazy race at the start, and then it kind of filed out. Green flag pit stops. Talk about green flag pit stops here, real quick.
Well, we did not get the glitch, thankfully, for my racing. So that helped us, obviously. But Aiden and Hayes did, which was very unfortunate for them. I mean, I would hate it too, because I think if I got that, Ricky would have easily pulled away with the win. He actually got a P2, so congratulate him on that. That's a good finish for him. But yeah, green flag stops, they went really well for us. Got in our box smoothly, got our pit stop done, and got out. And I saw that Hayes and Aiden were still in the pits, and I was like, oh. And then, a couple laps cycled through, and I was leading by 7 seconds. So I was
Yep.
very fortunate for that.
Oh yeah, definitely so. And that glitch, man, that pit road glitch is horrible, and it could come at any track. But I think Pocono is the world's worst at it. But it could come at any track, man. Awesome job out here tonight. Of course, Charlotte. Man, I don't know what to think here. We got action coming up here for RTC, man. Awesome job. Final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate a victory here tonight.
Well, first off, I want to thank you for broadcasting this league. You do an amazing job every week. I want to thank all the admins that put the work in to make this a great league. I want to thank all my buddies, all my friends for congratulating me. And I just got to thank Next Level Racing, Bodega, Circle B Diecast, Iceman Time, BT Paints, and my parents for watching. I mean, the list could go on and on. You guys know who you are. That that should be thanked, and I appreciate all of them.
Okay, your parents are watching, but I don't see them in chat. Come on, Brady. You gotta tell them to say hi. At least.
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah. I'm gonna get on them on that. I gotta tell them to say hi.
All right. Well, Brady, awesome job out here tonight, man. Grabbing the win. I guess we'll see you Friday, and we'll see you next week for RTC at Charlotte. But go celebrate the victory here tonight.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bud. All right. Well, that is going to do it here, but we're going to get down here to the... Well, it is going to be official because the points, yes, they have been updated here tonight. And, wow. We got changes, folks, and we'll see that next week, of course. Well, we got changes in the point standings. However, Brady Wallaman grabbing the win here tonight in the top spot. Started on pole and ended up winning the race here. Congratulations again to Brady Weileman here this evening. Richard Madonta there in that second spot. And ATVO is gonna give us a all right. Wes Wyman there in that third position. Connor Trafari in fourth here this evening. He's in the booth. Well, he wasn't in the booth here tonight, but he grabbed the top 5. He is going to grab that 5th spot here. Mason Thompson there in 6th. Errol Arnold in 7th. Jonathan Leach in 8th. Al Durbin 9th. Christopher Waterwake in 10th. Elam Belsha 11th, Mark Lewis in 12th, Aiden Kirker 13th, Anthony G They're in 14th, rounding out our top 15 here tonight. Oh, come on. Brian Beckering in 15th. Kyle Kremsier there in 16th. All right, folks, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it here. I don't know what's going on with this, but we're going to finish it out. You got to. Oh. Right. Right again here, folks. Not sure. ATVO. I love to hate it. I really do. All right, there we go. All right, we got to go in here. So let's go ahead and get back to that timing screen, drivers, cameras. Let's go ahead and get back here to live grid. Let's get back here where we finished it off. Keelan Belshaw 11th, Mark Lewis in 12th, Aiden Kirker 13th, Anthony G in 14th, Ryan Beckering rounding out the top 15 here tonight. Kyle Kremsier in 16th, Eddie Sprill 17th, Evan Beckering there in that 18th spot. Donald Pops Andrews in 19th, and Michael Butler there in 20th. Dylan Hervatten 21st, Kenny Heath 22nd, Kyle Camper 23rd. Dennis Ansman will round us out here, folks, in 24th for the Race Tech Coatings. Round number 8 here at Pocono here tonight, the RTC here. Well, round number 9 next week at, of course, Charlotte. You don't want to miss it because it's Charlotte. One of my favorite tracks. I love it. And I guess we'll find out what happens there, folks. Round number 9. Stay tuned for that. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, right here on MaxSpeedTV for RTC. But Friday night, this week, Friday night, well, we're going to be at Homestead for the Extreme, where they put the E in Extreme Racing Cup Series. We're going to be at Homestead. You want to tune in for that. You don't want to miss it. With myself, Joshua Medlock, Gary Wells in the booth. Hang tight, folks. We got racing going on. Thank you all for the support. Gloria Booth, Tammy Rebelsha. Oh, man, Dennis Ansman out there. Of course, we had a lot going on out there as well. Brendan Kennedy. Man, oh man, we had Emma out there as well. Thank you. Thank you all, and everybody else who did not chat. Thank you all so much. But until Friday night for the Extreme Cup Series, and of course next week for RTC, stay tuned, folks. Stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.